Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? Well, that's it. All the entries are in, the comments have been made, and people are sitting on pins and needles and waiting to find out who won this awesomest contest ever. Well, no one, because I'm a villain. So, good night, YouTube, you bunch of suckers. No, I'm joking. All right, no. So I'm Pocan Joe, and as always, you're pretty cool for swinging by. And that's it. It's the final of the contest. So let's just run down who entered and what they did, just to make sure I got everybody. We'll start with the comments first, and I'm going to scroll down. The first comment was by Mr. Routley. He chose Mr. Freeze and Thanos. Mr. Freeze because I would definitely seek revenge if I got screwed over like he did. Fair enough. All right. And Thanos because I feel I would slaughter asses off and to get the power or to get the Infinity Stones. I'm having a hard time talking today. And then I would wind up losing all that power anyways. Fair enough. Let's see here. Going down some more. We got our brother from across the pond, Mr. Grayman. There's two villains that he's thinking of. The first one is in Batman Comics, number 318, an arsonist by the name of Firebug, who burned down the tenement blocks. Unfortunately, it had a family in it, and they ended up dying. The second one, and an infant, I believe, even though it died. The second one was a character from Daredevil, number 258. His name was Bangle, and he was a Vietnamese child when the American soldiers during the Vietnam War came and killed his village, basically. So as an adult, he tracked them down and killed them all. To some degree, and this is his words, they are the heroes in their own stories, for sure, but they committed terrible crimes, arson and murder. I might do a video if I get around to it. It's just a bloody arse ache digging out the comics. I've always wanted to be able to get away with that. That is awesome. Okay, moving down the list some more. We got Century Stir Fry. Well, that stinks. I had a villain in mind until you said you were a narc. If you don't know what we're talking about, you need to see the entry video or the official contest entry video. Okay, on to choice B. Magneto, because he was right. Xavier's dream coexist in a fallacy expressed daily in our current form of ideas is currently as a certain perspective and values that all extinguished by tech leadership. Censorship breeds extremists. Okay. Let's see. As the Puritan becomes the fascist. Excuse me. Magneto's approach was simple: destroy the inferior for the sake of mutant kind. No deals, no concessions. How else is Toad supposed to make it? That's a very valid argument. It's interesting. Ruben Nieves says, let's see here, I would have to go with Achilles. I don't know this character because it's from the New 52, and I don't know this character very well. But let's find out who it is. He would be up to be the villain. He's a Green Lantern villain. 25 from the New 52, first appearance. He feeds off of rage from other people. Okay, that kind of group mentality. You know, one person throws a chair, everybody starts throwing a chair. All right, I dig it. His power ring. Sometimes when he's driving his car, I feel I have road rage. Most of the people that live in Florida aren't exactly from Florida, so I can relate to this character. P.S. Here's his oath. With blood and rage of crimson red, ripped from a corpse so fleshy dead, together with a hellish hate, will burn you all. That is your fate. Well, that's such a romantic poem. It's like a love story. I like that entry. Good job, Nieves. I love it. And I'm sorry that a lot of people mess up your name. The only reason why I can actually pronounce your name, and I'm assuming I'm doing it correctly, is because I served with a couple of guys by the name of Nieves throughout my career. So that's pretty funny. All right, Jam Sessions says he's got to go with Thanos too. Thanos is popular. Since I think I'm right all the time, laugh out loud, don't shoot all the youth. just have. Last on the comics is John Comics with Kids. First, he apologizes for not being able to shoot a video for it. Hey, people get busy. We understand, man. Plus, you got like a household of children and like stuff going on. Don't worry about it. Plus, I like your comment. He picks Doctor Doom, specifically from the Secret Wars era. He doesn't care about the petty lives or the squabbles. He's perfectly willing to go way outside the box to achieve his ends. In that case, it's no, I don't care about your war. I want to kill God instead. I like his independence. Okay, all right. His complete air of superiority. He does have, I would say, top shelf narcissism going on there, definitely. Right up through wiping out the competition before he can launch an assault. Badass level 11. Nice, I get it. Alright, so now what did we get for video entries? These videos, I'm going to try to have the links down below. It just depends on how late it gets, because Daddy needs his sleep. He gets a little cranky in the mornings. Okay, so let's start off with Jaguar X. I'm sorry, I don't know the whole name, but I heard you say X in the video. He even did one of these things, so that was pretty cool. X going to give it to you. Here's what he gave us. He gave us Carnage as his, and he kind of related him with kind of like this bohemian freedom. He calls him an artist and extremes, and almost animalistic, and he tells us that everybody kind of has that inside them to some degree. Oh, that was pretty cool. Next, we have Comic Altruism. Great funny intro with the X-Men 101 with the Magneto and Xavier and the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King kind of swap there. That was really good. And he talked to us about the Devil in the Bottle issue of Iron Man, where it's your inner demons and things that you got going on in you. And everybody has that. You know, we all got stuff inside you that we can do things and think things. What they are and how you respond to them. Yeah, okay. Next, we got Comic Collector. He picked Sinestro, right? Because he's very authoritative. He's empowered. He needs to have complete and utter control, almost to a sadistic level to some degree. And he kind of related that to, you know, with him in his OCD issues, how he's got to keep in control of things and and everything's got to be very rigid that way. So it was really cool, and thank you for opening up and telling everybody that. That was really cool, man. Next, we have Metarog, and I'm going to mess up this villain's name, and I've done tried it 3 times and listened to the videos, and I'm still going to mess it up. It's not an overly well-known character, I don't think, but it's Tender Minion? Am I saying that right? Tattered Minion. Close enough, I would say so. If you don't know, he's basically a homeless guy that's all wrapped up in wraps. Okay? Comes out of the Spider-Man and Werewolf issue. Werewolf by Night issue? Spider-Man. One of those issues. He comes out of there, and if you don't know, he's kind of he believes himself to be the hero of the downtrodden and the homeless and all this other kind of stuff. So he does these really horrible acts because he feels he's justified in his actions. And it's a little extreme, right? So great connection there. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Next, we got Catran Figures. She picked Catman as her villain. Kind of quirky. She could see herself like training her cats to do evil things. However, she does have 3 cats, and you know she just wants everybody to know that she's not a crazy cat lady. But she kind of is. Like 3 cats. You only eat 1. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So moving on to Biggie Shaq. Biggie Shaq did a great video where he kind of did this persona of a wrestler. You know, he's got the belt, the sunglasses, and the I don't know what you call them. What do you call those knit hats you put on your head? Beanies. That's it. Yeah. All right. So he throws this stuff on, and he's doing the whole Hulk Hogan thing. Really from the Attitude Era of wrestling, which fit perfectly with his villain. Because his villain was Juggernaut, and that kind of attitude and persona of constantly going and being unstoppable and having that really great. And I love the persona he kind of threw in there with that. It really kind of brought me back to that Attitude Era of wrestling. It was just fun. It was great, just silly fun. Next is Bear Island Comics, and of course he picked Thanos. Now, he probably picked it for the most interesting reason. He took Thanos from the comic books, where Thanos did everything he did because of death. He was in love with death. And I thought that was interesting because he kind of talked about how, people will do crazy things for love. And, sometimes you pick crazy and want to be around crazy and you'll be crazy, and I thought it was really great. Plus, he just edits his videos very, very well. So, yeah, how do you pick a winner with all this greatness out there? Well, I guess maybe some context needs to be put in of what my decision process was. So first, as I mentioned in the official video, I picked this because of a survey that I read where you were only picking out the best traits of yourself. And I don't find that to be very useful when you want to know things about people. And I hate it in job interviews where they're like, tell me your greatest weakness. And you're like, oh, well, my greatest weakness is I'm just always on time. Like, I just can't be early or late. I'm just always there. That's garbage, right? It doesn't tell you anything about anybody. And I kind of had this other thought in my head where we're constantly talking about how technology, we're more connected than ever, but are we really more distant? That argument. So I figured I'd just give it a little shot and just throw it out there to see if people would open up and talk about themselves. Put a little of themselves out there on YouTube and see what that outcome would be. And of course, I'm doing this deep down inside because I'm really a jerk because I've been showing the videos to the people I've generally gotten to the conversation with. And yeah, oh man, I hate being right, but I'm so good at it. No, I'm joking. But so first off, thank you, all of you. I know some of you, this may not have been an easy video. I know some of you that watched the video, maybe you just didn't feel you wanted to do a video, but maybe you kind of thought about it a little bit. So, that says something too. We should all know the good and bad parts of this. So I thought that was huge. Thank you all. I wish I could send comic books out to everybody, but that's just not possible. So I have to pick somebody. So how do you pick somebody? Well, I kind of, based off the original criteria and sharing and being in the moment, if you will, I decided to go ahead and pick Jaguar X. One, he's a newer channel, and two, I think he really explained his villain very well, and the motives and the reasons why. That's not to say nobody else did. I want to be very clear on that. But yeah, I just kind of picked him. And it was a cool video. It was a cool video. Plus, he plays one of my favorite rap songs ever in it. Damn, it's good to be a gangster. So there's our winner, ladies and gentlemen. Jaguar, if you would be so kind, you can hit me up on Instagram. Just find some way to get a hold of me. And I'm happy to mail off the comic books to you. If you don't know, this is what you're going to be winning. A Tales of Suspense, number 23. Classic cover. Let's see here. The Cheetah 1 and I believe this is the 1 in 25 or 1 in 10. It's the Cheetah variant for Year of the Villain. Let's see here. Super Villain Team Ups number 1 and 2. There's a score for you. And of course, Superman number 261. I tried to get mostly villain colors so that I can kind of match up into it. So if you don't have Instagram or anything like that, that's not a problem. Just comment down below that you want, and I'll do my best to get a hold of you. However, my little, where is it? Is it up here someplace? There should be a little Instagram thing button that you can push. I don't know. I'm not technically savvy. I just think a lot. So you're smarter than me because you wear headphones and you do videos better than me. You know how to get a hold of me, brother. And again, thank you all. Really, this was great. I think something was learned from it, and I know I enjoyed it. And I hope you YouTubers out there, it gave you some good content to get out to your people as well. That's it, guys. Hey, let's do another contest here in the near future. That would be kind of cool. So comment down below on something that you want to see a contest on, and we'll see if we can get the YouTube community and people out there involved in it. Down below, just leave a comment. Other than that, I've got a haul video coming up, and don't forget about Blast or Stash It Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, where all the cool cats hang out. Guys, I'm out of here. If nobody's complimenting you today, well, I just can't do it today because I'm a villain. Take it easy, guys. Bye.